Did you know Persona, that anime-looking role-playing game mixing life simulation during day and turn-based demon hunting at night, is actually part of a long-running dungeon-crawling series called Shin Megami Tensei. Most of that series revolved around horror-themed worlds with little character interaction, which you conquered by collecting demons. Among its many spin-offs, Persona was specifically given a high school backdrop, and over time it made SMT a much more upbeat and mainstream series. So not many people might be in my position, having played nearly all localized SMT games, yet not a single Persona game until the remake of Persona 3 crushed records. I don't know if anyone's in a similar situation or interested in what someone with this particular perspective would think about Persona 3 Reload, but for what it's worth, yeah, it's alright. Both the SMT demon building and the turn-based press-turn system, where pushing for elemental weaknesses gives either the player or the enemy extra turns, remain surefire hits regardless of story backdrop. But what gives Persona an extra edge is the life sim elements. Even though they are handled through visual novel type choices, the amount of systems working together is quite impressive. Not only does it make for an engaging gameplay loop, deciding on whether you keep exploring the main dungeon, or rather spend the time learning for the next big exam, or strengthen your demons by helping people out, or maybe follow some internet rumors which could lead to better items in the city or improve your character stats in daily life. But it also puts a good amount of pressure on each decision, because there's only so much you can tackle. Like spending time with your mates might mean missing out on much needed cash from a part-time job. Which, by the way, all feels perfectly in tune for a fantastical urban JRPG. Speaking of urban, the presentation is Persona's other standout feature. The industry is not exactly lacking in anime-looking games, so it's astounding how much a strong artistic vision can use seemingly simple tricks, such as a striking color composition which runs through all game elements from menus to loading times, to make such a game stick out compared to the competition which might have had a bigger budget. Topping it off with a jazzy J-pop soundtrack, not only making the turn-based battles much more energetic, but the more laid-back songs, in correlation with the street noise, create a city atmosphere, which isn't quite like a real evening in the city, but more like a dreamy, nostalgic version of it. You know, lo-fi girl vibes. If anything drags down the experience, it's the game length. Not only would a shorter semester make decisions feel even heavier and encourage replays, difficulty isn't that high, and you quickly reach cutoff points where you have to wait for a certain calendar date to continue. And because the main dungeon is randomly generated, it just doesn't feel that rewarding going back to explore compared to handcrafted SMT dungeons, or compared to other live sim RPGs like Rune Factory. Also, from an old SMT fan's perspective, the side stories aren't interesting enough to bridge the waiting time for the next main story points. In old SMT, there's no power of friendship or social links. To the contrary, you usually kill your comrades. With that in mind, Persona still retains some of that mid-2000s edginess, but when it resorts to sub-stories about the dreams of some kid with a broken knee in the sports club, I don't care. Or going out with your favorite waifu, I really don't care, sorry. That is a personal take, and I can't deny that the game had a clear appeal. It comes down to how much you can invest yourself into this kind of high school scenario. As someone who's been through this kind of thing in Japanese media for multiple decades now, it's just too hard to get invested. It was a decent experience, but if I was to play another urban JRPG, I'm gonna go with something like Yakuza. I'm good.